guys, welcome back to my channel. Do we love the background of the television? Classic.
Hello?
Make sure to hit subscribe and click the bell next to it to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Today I wanted to talk about what it's like to fly as a vegetarian. I share my food quite often on Instagram, and you all ask me, hey, what is it like? How do you manage it in foreign countries? So let me do the rundown of it. So first of all, back in India, right? Pretty easy. Whatever you want to eat, there's going to be a vegetarian option. I've had stuff that is not even supposed to be vegetarian. They make a vegetarian version of it in India, which I love because there are a lot of vegetarians there. And it's pretty bizarre to people here that in India people are vegetarian on certain days. So if they get to know that I'm vegetarian, they're like, are you vegetarian every day or some days of the week? And then they're like, haha, chuckle about it. I'm like, and I don't even know how to explain it to them. So if you know a way to explain to people why in India some people are vegetarian on certain days in English so that I can explain them, please let me know. I'll learn that script and share that. Honestly, more than flying, I would definitely say that living in Singapore, I've had more challenges being a vegetarian. The only places where I've had a challenge has been Japan, because I literally did not understand a thing. I was with another crew, so I did not have all my time that I could, with my translating app, just check the ingredients of everything, because even if something looks vegetarian, there are vegetables, that's it. The dressing, the sauce, the soup could be made of fish. Let me tell you, Indians are everywhere. Literally, I went to Venice and I was like, I have not seen an Indian today, and that was so weird to me. But then as soon as I got back to the main city, I saw Indians. I was like, now I feel normal. So Indians are everywhere, which means Indian restaurants are going to be everywhere. I've had Indian food in Moscow, Russia, and it was bloody delicious. So don't you worry, you're going to find Indian food everywhere if you want to have that, if you don't want to take a risk. Now, I cook at home, so I don't want to have overpriced Indian food outside. Especially I'm going to some foreign country and I'll have Indian food there. That's not my kind of, I mean, you can have Indian food everywhere. But if you're like me and you like to try new kinds of food, want to adventure out, have something local, what to do about it? I'll talk about the flights. Now in India, in my airline, we would have one Indian vegetarian meal choice. In the crew meal, we'll have one vegetarian choice and the rest would be non-veg. So like, we just were 4 crew, so we would share in advance. Like if I'm veg, I'm like, yeah, I'm veg, I'll have the veg meal. Or more often than not, we would have the veg meal remaining. If not, we had other choices. You know what the food is, so you can eat, manage yourself, it's fine. But here, you might not find vegetarian, pure vegetarian stuff. But we do have veg cup noodles on board. I don't like cup noodles, honestly speaking. If you like cup noodles, great. So I had to eat bread in the beginning. Then I was like, you know what, this is not gonna work. So as I cook at home, right? So before a flight, I would just cook something extra, take it on board. So I bought wraps from, like tortilla wraps from the food store, and then I would just make any sabzi, the one that I'm gonna have before flight, and then save a little bit of that sabzi, put it in the wrap, and it's like a roll for me. So in the flight, I would just heat it up in the ovens and eat that. That's my food for the flight at least. So the flight issue is done. Now when it comes to being in the country, number one, be open. So for me, I'm not the person that's like I've seen people that are like, this is not to my taste, so they literally don't eat, which is like stupid in my opinion. You're going to a foreign country, you get a chance to experience new food, experience the local food, and get out of your comfort zone. Why don't you want that, right? I'm like, as long as it's veg, I'll eat it. So I've had the Chinese veg food here, I've had Korean veg food, I have had a lot of, like, you have to just be open that it's okay, as long as it's veg, I'm gonna eat it. And that I've not had like people would be, I've had comments like, oh my god, it must be so hard for you and stuff like that. No, it's not, honestly. Even people on board ask me like, how do you survive being a vegetarian? It's not that difficult. All you have to do is just be open. There are so many options, man. Research what is veg in their language. So especially when I went to Korea and when I went to Japan and Moscow. Japan and Moscow, I searched what is veg. Not only did I learn it, but then I also kept a screenshot. So in Moscow, of course my pronunciation was not correct, so I showed her the screenshot. She's like, oh, okay, and then she gave me. So make sure to have that, but don't be like, you don't understand me, this. That's very offensive. Also, you can research veg restaurants nearby, so at least when you go there, you're not stuck being hungry. You know where to go right away. Maybe you look up a nearest Indian restaurant and go there, but do research that beforehand so you're not hungry as you land. Also, one reason why I've not had a hard time, when in doubt, go for Western. You always have an option of a veg sandwich or a salad. Go for salads. If you don't have a taste for salads, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but there's some really yummy salads. Like in Japan, I had salad for my dinner. If you watched my vlog, you know that. Dude, I tried their sesame dressing. It was so delicious. So that way, I found out a new salad dressing from Japan. And with the vegan trend slowly gaining even more popularity, it's not that hard, especially in Western countries or even Europe for that matter. Europe has such nice cafes and bakeries, so I just go to those shops, buy a nice, you guys know the drill. I love going to those shops and buying freshly baked bread. So that's like the easiest thing. If you eat hummus, buy a bread, hummus, you're set, man. I feel like you guys are like, oh, you're losing so much weight. I think it's because I eat so much salad, which is great, good for the skin, good for the body, and I think it's fine. But have fruits. If not, have fresh vegetables. That is there. If you can't cook, like carrots with hummus, I recently found out is a delicious is a delicious snack. So try raw food combinations. Research some of that. Hey, I recently went on a raw diet for 24 hours. You can watch that video for some raw food ideas. So this is my snack bag. It's so cute, right? It's from the Disney store. My mom got it for me. So this has like things to get me by if say I just land and I'm like, I don't want to go out to get food. So this has everything. So stuff like cereal, come on. These kind of cereal, or even if not this kind of cereal, have a big packet, transfer it into a small one, and you have something to go by. Hey, protein bars or biscuit, you keep that, and like ready to eat hot chocolates, teas. So I actually just have chocolates left in this, but something like this to get you by. Have a few dishes known from commonly found cuisines. So you know, whenever you go to a country, Western food is going to be standard, or maybe if you want to go to whichever country you're going to, look up veg food there. So here's a story, and that's also my last point. When I went to Japan, I looked up what's veg food. I always do this. Whenever I go, I search up what is vegetarian, the word translation, and what is the food that I can get there. So in Japan, it was written that Japan has a lot of variety of vegetarian food. It's usually served at funerals. I was like, oh. So couldn't find any funerals near me, so you can actually watch my grocery store haul from Japan. That is why I filmed it, because it was such a task to buy those groceries. But yeah. Can you tell I'm sweating? It's hot because I shut down the window for you all, so you can't hear the minimal traffic that's here in Singapore. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Love you so much. If you have any other requests about flying internationally, put it in the comments below. As I said, a Q&A video about being in an international airline is coming soon, so I would love to answer those questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.